Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for game 2 of W33 from Balkan Bears up against Sanderth from Team Unity. This is, of course, in the CrashGame League Dota 2 tournament. I'm joined by Divok, and we are here for the puck match. Looking forward to this. Yeah, I hate the guy. Yeah, it's going to be phase shift, it's going to be illusory orb, it's going to be how much mana do I have, how much mana do they have, who can get the silence off. Yeah, go for it. That's true. That's very, very true. Highly, highly practiced at it. I gotta wonder if this is going to lead to a dramatically different style of play, as it did in the previous game. We had a Crossworks, Cross-Exhort, Invoker, being good at very, very different parts of the game. That kind of thing. Is the sound a bit better on the stream, by the way, for this one? Okay. Could be. I'm going to use you now in TeamSpeak as my kind of default go-to. Like, people need to be at your volume now. You're my default go-to TeamSpeak guy. W33 getting off again a very nice block, right back from the tier 3. I was discussing the merits of blocking from the tier 2, but I think when you're a professional mid, you got to be trusting your blocking skills enough to do it right back from the tier 3. Gets a much better block off. It's right up under the high ground, just outside of his tower range though, which is perfect for W33. If it was within tower range, then the Radiant Wave would be destroyed really quickly, and the Dire Wave would push out. This is pretty much exactly where he wants it. And it's actually an interesting kind of difference in the blocking strategy here. What we're seeing is Sanderth always lets one through, and then his overall blocking isn't quite as good, but he always makes sure to let one be quite far ahead of the others. And I think that's actually offsetting the better blocking that's coming out from W33, because of course when you let one through, then you get one creep nuked down very, very quickly, which greatly reduces the pushing power of your own wave, which is what you want early game. It's interesting. W33 is almost too good at the blocking. He needs to let one through. And he never does. Never does. Okay. Last is denies though, again going the way of Sanderth. 5 to 4, looking at W33's 4 to 1. I mean, I gotta say, he does seem to be the guy who's better at the right clicks. Puck, of course, they're obviously not a right click hero. There's going to be a lot more strategy involved in this game. Nice illusory or Perasted is securing himself even more last hits. Ah, man. Bloody 1v1 mids. Someone throw a pie. Mm-hmm.
A prize.
I'm trying to remember some of the. I mean, I've certainly seen him pick him. Yesterday he did pick Invoker for one game. The other ones. Queen of Pain, I think, was one he did particularly well on. Nice silence coming out there from W33. We're just getting to the stage as well. Both heroes just getting to the kind of level 3-4 mark that we're going to start seeing what they are going for. And Sanderth is going for the illusory orb build. And Waning Rift. Absolutely brilliant. This is like your dream come true, isn't it? I gotta say, Sanderth hasn't impressed me hugely well with his phase shifts just yet. I would have thought Waning Rift would be one that you could do. I mean, the range being fairly small, if he's running at you, I would have thought it was fairly clear. And both heroes picking up one of the 2-minute runes.
You shall not.
And how are we doing on the levels? 4v5. And I mean, this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's 12-10 now and 10-3. I just get the impression that, you know, they always talk about what are the different kind of elements of Dota, and raw skill is very important, but it's only one of the elements of Dota. Nope. So when you get situations where you've also got you've got a hero which has an awful lot of complexity to it, you can actually kind of choose how you want to play it. And W33 is playing, I think, as a less skillful player who's got a better decision, who's got a better handle on the strategy of a hero, is better at predicting what his opponent is going to do. Nice Waning Rift there. Essence Shift to dodge some of the harass himself. Illusory Orb out.
Behold!
And I mean, obviously very, very important to get that bottle filled when harass starts to be traded, especially because not only have you got to be thinking, all right, what do I need mana in order to do what I want to do, you also need to be thinking, right, he could go on me at any time. And I think his Catapult actually just got in deny range. Nope, not quite. That's annoying. And just continuing to dominate the last hits, really. Oh, oof, nice. 17-10. Although, I mean, as I say that, the W33 certainly did take advantage of that brief time that he was out of lane. The ult goes down, though, on W33. There is, of course, the stun break. But he's already under his tower. He's totally safe. And a double damage rune, I think, just to try and dissuade Sanderth from engaging any further here. Or that might just have been a time expiry.
Gather round.
Oh,
Silence.
it is, and he does have double damage.
Silence.
The silence goes down. It's only going to need one more. Oh, nice Essence Shift. And the bottle. It might be enough. 133 damage going off that last one, but he knows he needs to be as quick as possible. Immediately jumps to the orb. But W33 is not giving up on this. He'll have his own orb up. No, he won't, actually. He will not have his own orb up for a long time. And Park, of course, being another one of those heroes who does have just amazing wave clearance with Illusory Orb. Yeah, it has kind of, you know, this is kind of what I'm saying. But you know, I do think Sanderth has got better on a lot of the basic skills, or maybe it's just a lot more focused on a lot of the basic skills. I don't know. But you know, W33's CS, his experience gain, always comes from outplaying and then farming the lane while the other hero goes back to heal, and it's working great for him.
Don't mind me. Silence.
Oh, we've got another silence going down. Sanderth being aggressive though. Gets caught by the ult. Essence shifts. So much damage being brought down on these heroes now, and it's first blood from Sanderth. Phase shift, heals, had a load of one charges stored up as well. I think that might have been what won him that match. Because there was just such a sudden burst of healing coming out there. He's going to really quickly try and nuke down this wave. He knows that it's going to be runes or back to base for him. But he is going to have at least one rune pretty much guaranteed. It's going to be an invis. of what use? I mean, it's kind of useful, I guess, because you can pop it, start bottling, and then just head straight past mid, so that W33 doesn't know what's going on. Oh, he doesn't have the mana. Yeah, he's just going to invis down. You know, W33 is going to assume that he went back to base or something, and just farm the lane. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, yeah, and now W33 wasting a whole bunch of time going down to look for this rune. Nope, sorry, buddy. We are getting an item progression as well. What's that coming out on the courier there? Very nice. Have a look over it. Closer than I would have thought, honestly. That's always kind of what I feel like when I'm... when you watch really good mids, you sometimes just watch it and you're just like, wait a second. Hold on. How are they doing that? Wait a minute. Just do not understand how some of these things are happening.
No. Puck out.
So if you had to put money on it, who's going to win this one? Haste rune for Sanderth. I think we'll be seeing something being done with that. You know, Puck is he's a highly mobile hero if you've got a good timing on the cooldowns. But if your opponent has a haste rune and can judge where you're going to go, things like that, it's actually, I would say, not too hard to make some plays on Puck. I mean, this is 1v1 mid. You know, a lot of the Puck games I was watching yesterday did go down to the tier 1 going down rather than anything else. And of course he does have this haste rune, which he used very well. That was a dodge, I think, on the illusory orb, wasn't it? Throwing out some illusory orb harass. Unfortunately not going to be able to get any more damage down on the tower on this wave. Is trying to use this haste rune to the best of his ability though. More illusory orb harass. When you can clear the wave like that, you know, why not? The silence goes down on W33 and there's a dream coil as well. There's a ton of creep harass coming out. He does manage to get the illusory orb off though and jump to it, but of course the stun, and this time Sanderth is almost close enough to make something of it. He's now been caught in a dream coil. He's now been silenced. I think, yeah, Sanderth's going to choose to back out. He knows that the rune is spawning very, very shortly. He'll be able to go to that, and W33 will be forced all the way back to base. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Giant motorbike apparently driving past my window. Thank you, giant motorbike. Your opinion is greatly appreciated. And now an illusion rune. I would say not quite as useful as the haste he just had. But again, Sure. Yeah.
Denied.
Yeah, very good point. I think you're right. You're exactly right. It's going to be used more for the purposes of kind of getting some decent push on, controlling the lane harass, rather than a DD or a haste rune or an invis might just give you a straight up kill right off the bat. Unless you're on Clockwork, of course. Clockwork is the one hero who can turn an illusion rune into a deadly rune. At this stage, though, it does really seem like W33 is struggling to get the damage down on the tower. Yep, very true.
Silence.
I mean, you don't have to right click when this is how you get all your last hits, I suppose.
Silence.
Quick bit of silence nuke going down there, I think, just to use up a little bit of mana before heading top. And this time it's going to be W33 picking up a haste. So I'm wondering if he's going to be able to make the kind of plays that we saw Sanderth making a moment ago. As you said, the item progression, the level on all these heroes, the skill builds even, basically identical.
Silence.
A bit tankier, possibly, yeah. And one thing I'm wondering if it's going to make a difference in the next kind of, I don't know, minute, 30 seconds is Sanderth has level 2 ult. You know, decent little bit more damage. You know, it's not a huge amount, but it's just a 1v1 mid. You know, if he can get that off before W33 actually manages to get to, oh well, never mind. There it is, level 11. Nope.
Gather round.
And this was how he got the first kill, in my opinion. Absolutely, both dream coils go down,
Radiant victory.
and that's GG to Sanderth. The exact same trick as last time with the one. Woo! Yeah.